Alexa Zimberg, Executive Vice President of the Palmer Group, and I'd like to welcome you to Women Championing Women. WCW was designed to focus on discussing the most timely topics important to women. This week, we're talking about side hustles. Gen Z and millennials have spoken, and the side hustle is here to stay. According to a recent survey, 64% of millennials have a side hustle, and the average side hustle earns them more than $10,000 a year. So whether it's a second job, a passion project, or second full-time off-hour position, millennials and Gen Z are fueling their futures and their bank accounts. I am thrilled to welcome my guest champion moderator, Isabel Greenberg, this week. Isabel Greenberg is the Director of Communications at startup media company Comments by Celebs. The brand highlights the best commentary on the internet across 7 Instagram pages and has become pioneers of pop culture news. She is also the co-host of the weekly Comments by Bravo podcast. Her side hustle? She channels her social media expertise by working independently with high-profile celebrities and brands to expand their social media outreach. Isabel collaborates with a large range of clients to make sure that they always have a finger on the pulse and are nailing it on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok. Please welcome Isabel Greenberg.
Hi, thank you for having me.
It's so great to have you here, Isabel. So tell me, how did you start your side hustle?
So I work for Comments by Celebs, which we really channel a lot of social media anyway, and that's what I'm doing all day long. And I kind of tapped into my network and realized people needed more help, and they didn't necessarily need someone full-time on a team or full-time in an office or even on their payroll full-time. There were just like individual smaller projects that I could do from my phone from wherever I was in the world, and there was a need for it. So I realized, I could still be doing my full-time job and be on the go and be traveling or really focusing on my main hustle when still helping people with other projects, some people who I've never even met in person before, or who live in California, or who live even in other parts of the country or the world, and still be working on their team. And that's when I realized a side hustle is like the best thing ever in this day.
How many of your friends have side hustles, and have you seen that grow or change over the years?
I'd say most of my friends have side hustles, definitely more than half. Everyone's in different fields. My teacher friends are tutoring on weekends. Even if they're traveling, they do it on Zoom. My friends have Etsy pages where they, love doodling on an iPad, and they can do that from work or from home and kind of leverage their passion, but also make extra money. I've seen it change over the years because technology, especially in the last year when people don't have to go into their office. I mean, the world's your oyster. Like you're working from home in your sweatpants, you can run a business on the side, you can be texting, emailing, Zooming with all different people on your lunch break. So I think it's changed a lot. And I think this year, a lot of people realized like I have so much more free time. I mean, we were doing nothing for the last year, and they realized, what can I do with my free time? What was I doing during COVID when I was bored? Could I make money from that? Or what do people need? What people adapting on Zoom? So yeah, a lot of people have either picked up a side hustle or realized that something they're already doing could be making money.
If you had one piece of advice to give to people who are thinking about doing a side hustle, what would it be?
My advice would be, like I said, find something you're already either doing or really passionate about and figure out how you can make money. There's so many things. Like I said, Etsy, there's freelancer websites, there's people in your network who might have a little niche job that they need to be done, but they're not necessarily posting a job listing for a full-time social manager or whatever it may be. Also, sometimes small businesses, you can literally walk in, I've seen this happen, and say, I could make your TikTok amazing and I can make you go viral, or your Instagram presence needs help. Or if you know how to do a website, your website's outdated, I want to help you. And people usually will say, okay, small projects, it doesn't need to be long-term and forever, but you can pick up small projects as you go and just figure out how you'll make money, how you can channel what you already are doing or what you're good at, and people will be really interested in it.
Isabel, thank you so much for your time. I am really looking forward to our Women Championing Women Salon on Women Crushing Wednesday.
Thank you, me too.